Alright, welcome back to another full self-driving video. I got the new update, so we're actually on, so this is new at time of recording, 14.1.4. So today's going to be an interesting video because we're going to go to a parking garage and also hit a bit of traffic. We'll see how it handles traffic. We'll hit up a parking garage and we'll see how well it does in parking. So it's just going to be interesting. This is 14.1.4 and I'm going to have it set to Mad Max mode. All right, all I have to do is hit start right here. We're clear to go already. I can use this scroll wheel to get to Mad Max. It was initially on standard, so here we go. So this is where Tesla navigation is just dumb because I just wanted to go left. Now I have to go all the way through this neighborhood instead of just making an easy left for no reason. Maybe it thought there was a bit of traffic on that street, but there wasn't. So we're creeping forward and we're clear to go. All right, that's good. Can barely see. School zone. So it hesitated. I'm not sure if you can feel it. Well, you can't feel it through the video, but I felt that it kind of hesitated. It was like, is that our left turn? But it wasn't. So we had to make this left turn. This is good. And so far it's behaving just like it did in FSD 14.1.3. The other interesting tidbit here is with 14.1.4, the reason it was released, I think it was to address the brake stabbing issues. So I'm curious to see how well this does. And so far, I don't think I've had any, I mean, it's been a short drive already. I don't think I've had any encounters with it having to brake stab yet. But we'll see, and I'll let you know in the video if and when it happens. Okay, we should be able to go. Okay, hesitancy. I mean, we do have a biker, so proceed on the side of caution, but we could have made that. And brake stabbing and go. Okay. I don't know. It's like all right. I think it's better on the brake stabbing in that one instance. But compared to .1.3, I don't know. It's still brake stabs. If I were to compare it to the previous version, FSD 14.2.9 or whatever it was, I would say I don't think FSD 13 would have had brake stabbed at all. And I think that was the best part. My favorite part that I liked about FSD 13 was it was very comfortable. And I do miss that quite a bit. But again, one step forward, two steps back, whatever it may be. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But yeah, because we're able to park now at certain parking lots and parking spaces. I've posted a few videos on that already. I've had it run errands for me and I didn't have to touch the wheel. The only thing I had to touch was start self-driving, get in and get out of my car. I think that was really nice. Just the drive wasn't very comfortable. So we're making steps toward that, making it more comfortable, but still be able to comfortably park in a parking lot where I wouldn't have to touch the steering wheel. So I mean, so far I haven't touched it at all. If I wasn't recording this video, I would have taken over and decided to turn left when I wanted to, but yeah, interesting edge cases here. Right in front of us is the Tesla Center, the Fremont factory, actually. So it's really interesting to see kind of where it all began. We're just taking a really interesting route to get to work, or the parking garage I normally go to. But this is decision to avoid traffic, and so we're taking some parts of the side street. I don't know if this is the Mad Max profile to go ahead and take this route, or just naturally it wants to avoid as much traffic as it can, but I don't normally take this route, and it was an interesting video because I wanted to see how Mad Max would handle how it would handle traffic, but I mean, we're just avoiding it pretty much altogether. We're taking a lot of side street, which is interesting, but hey, as long as it gets me to my destination safely and securely, that's all that matters. Safely and comfortably. I would like to be comfortable on this drive. That's what I had with FSD 13 again. Oh, what I miss so much about FSD 13. Okay, so interesting choice here. We're on the far left lane, and initially it wanted to be in this lane right to the right of us, because what's going to happen is as soon as we turn left, we have to take the first right onto the highway. And this will be an interesting case because once that light turns green and we do make our left, we're going to have to cut over one lane. And we got this big old truck, and we'll just see how this plays out. I don't want to miss my exit because that'll just delay me even further. And I'm actually trying to get to work right now. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe that truck will have so much space for us. Let's move. Oh, okay. I guess it was good having that truck on this side because there's a huge gap and it kind of just handled that nicely. And I think that was a testament to not Mad Max, but luck. If that truck wasn't there and we had some other people trying to fight to get over to the highway and beat traffic just like us, then yeah, maybe it would have struggled a little bit to, okay, I'm not in express lane. It might have struggled a little bit to merge or move over so that we can get to the right lane. Anyway, so I'm in a carpool lane when I shouldn't be. And if I go to settings here, I have use HOV lanes, which is toggled off. So I don't want to be in here. And the light will turn green. And so also the other thing is when we do get on the highway, I don't want to go to the carpool lane. It should know this because I have it toggled, non-arrival energy. Whoops. I have it toggled, right, to get to without using the HOV lane. So we have to move over. So I wish I could tell it which floor I want to park it on because I do want to park it on the third floor, not the first floor, for the sole reason that my work is on the second floor, so I don't have to, go up or down a certain elevator or stairs. And I do usually have a very specific corner of the parking lot that I usually prefer, but of course it doesn't know that as far as I'm concerned. So it'd be interesting to see where it parks. I will most likely have to adjust it. Okay, so Mad Max wants to stay in the express lane. This express lane will end in half a mile. So I'm okay staying here for now. But as soon as I start merging and it says there is a strict carpool lane to a far left at some point, if Mad Max takes me there, I'm going to have to remove the Mad Max profile and set it back to standard. And if standard doesn't take me out of the HOV lane, then I'll have to go to chill. Because I don't want to get ticketed for this. And some of the cops here are pretty aggressive on that. So express restriction ends. But now, so the carpool violation, there's a minimum fine. So I'm going to move down to standard. We'll see if it takes me out. I'd really rather be out of here before I get ticketed or fined. So I'm going to adjust the scroll wheel one more time. Or I can tell it. Here, I'll just tell it. Let's say I want to merge to my right. Okay, we'll stay there. It's going to move over. One more. All right, I just don't want it to be in carpool. That's all I want. We'll see if I set it back to hurry. Move the scroll wheel up one. Now it says hurry. Okay, cancel. Okay, if I want to hurry, it wants to go in carpool lane. I'm not in carpool lane. I don't want to get fined. Please move me back over. Okay. It's very confident when it wants to merge, which is really cool. I thought it'd hesitate a little bit, but it just, as soon as I hit that turn signal, it immediately went over, which is very interesting. So let's just stay in this lane. I'm going to leave it on standard. If I move to hurry, it just like it did earlier, it's going to move over to the carpool lane, and I don't want that. As soon as the carpool lane ends, though, I will move it back to hurry or Mad Max. Alright, so we hit a little bit of a slowdown here. It's not going to last very long. But there's no more carpool lane, so I'm going to actually go to Mad Max just to see what happens. And immediately it wants to go to the far left lane. And we'll see how that goes. So far it's been smooth when it wants to merge and switch lanes. So that's a good sign. We're going to merge to the middle lane for whatever reason. We do have 2.3 miles until our exit, so okay, we'll merge to the far right. I wonder what its thought process is. Okay, merge back to the middle. So yeah, Mad Max increases, I guess, the amount of lane changes you do on the highway. Trying to see what fits best. Not so much just staying to the far left or hugging the left lane. So we're speeding up a bit here. It's going at 73, trying to pass these guys, and we're going to cut right in front. All right, did that safely, I guess. Good, no concerns there. Just a bit aggressive on trying to accelerate and then move in front of some cars. We can merge. You had the chance. You still have the chance. Just go. Never mind. Okay. So we didn't have to brake so suddenly because we could have been in the far right lane here. This is where we need to be. And now it's trying to see when's a safe spot. Here we go. All right. We could have made that switch a long time ago. Instead, it wanted to brake suddenly for the cars ahead. I would not have done that. I would have just merged, but at a slower speed. It was accelerating pretty hard, and that's why it decelerated pretty hard as well. Very interesting case here, but anyway, regardless, we're on the right path. The more interesting tidbit is coming up soon, which is at the actual parking garage. This is very good, very smooth, very natural. And so we're going to merge over this bike lane. There's no one there. Nice. Okay, so we have a car, like a truck right in front. We gotta go slow. We're hitting 34. We'll move over. Handle that very well. Very good. And we'll push forward. This is my favorite part. I've used full self-driving around here. And because we don't hit the cones, but we're still within our lane. And it's a very small, narrow roadway too, which is very, handles it very well. Okay, so our parking garage is going to be somewhere on our left. Once this turns green. Yeah, this is the more fun part that I'm interested to see. Just to go over real quick, our current drive, we traveled 16.5 miles, used 3.8 kilowatt hours, with energy efficiency of 233.1 watt hours per mile. And if you're made it this far, this video, I have a 2024 Model 3 Performance with 18-inch wheels and Hankook Ion Evo all-season tires. And so that's really helps with efficiency, and I've noticed it so far. It cuts off about like 30 or 40 extra watt hours per mile on my drives. Okay, so we're gonna pull up to our parking garage, which is gonna be right over to our left. We have a yield left turn here. Okay, so that guy has a signal on, he's gonna turn left as well. So we're clear to go. Handle that, no hesitation, super smooth. Okay, exciting, all right. How well do you do? Just keep going straight. And we have it to our right. The other thing is I don't want to curb my wheels. Please don't curb my wheels. All right. Ooh, all right. Oh, I don't need to grab a ticket or anything. All right, we'll just go right in. Pick a spot. So I like to just turn right, go up the second floor. And I don't know how to tell it to go to the second floor. I wish I could. And we'll pick a parking spot. Wow. All right, so navigated that parking garage, at least the entrance, very well. I was interested to see if it were to pull over and allow me to reach and grab my ticket at the gate, but the gate was open, so unfortunately I wasn't able to test that. And so actually I'm just gonna go ahead, reverse here. Everything looks good. That was pretty impressive. That would be nice if this was my usual parking spot and I didn't have to worry about reparking at all or anything, but here we are. I'm gonna have it park itself at my usual parking spot, but anyway, so that was very interesting to see. It actually navigated to the parking garage and was able to turn into a very tight spot and not curb my wheels. So I thought that was very fun. I think just for the next bit, maybe, hopefully, I'll show you guys how it navigates leaving the parking lot. I think that would be very interesting as well. But I'm not gonna do a super crazy stress test. I just like to park right up here. Anyway, thanks for making it this far. I'm probably gonna end it here. And well, maybe I'll finish the video when it leaves the parking garage as well. All right, welcome. So I'm gonna navigate toward home. I'll probably cut the video short at some point, but I'm leaving the parking lot now. I just finished my work, so I'm gonna leave the parking lot and we'll see how full self-driving does on 14.1.4, trying to leave the parking lot, which is very interesting to see. All I have to do, so it's currently what, 6:09 p.m. All I have to do is hit start self-driving, and we'll see how well it does trying to leave this parking lot or parking garage. This one's actually pretty simple, I'd say, at least for the route that there's an exit for, but we'll see. So pretty good back out. We probably could have backed out even more, but we still have enough clearance. A good stop for this lady there. Okay. Moving forward. Stop sign right here. Good stop, no one to our left. And literally we can just go straight. So it looks like there's a exit right out in the front. We'll see if it wants to go straight forward or not, which it should. This should be very simple. It kind of pulled over close to the side. This isn't the target situation. There's a stop sign, so let's stop for that. Good. We'll make a left out. Okay, so this is interesting how it's going to get out of this space here. But once we get on the freeway, I'm going to end the video. But that was pretty successful. We left the parking garage. It had no trouble whatsoever, and it stopped for pedestrians, backed out of the parking spot, and even navigating right here, trying to get onto the freeway, handling itself very well, and feeling very confident while doing so. So far, no signs of brake stabbing, but I haven't encountered any serious situation that would warrant that. But that was the thing about 14.1.3, where even on situations where you think it wouldn't need to brake stab, it would brake stab. Okay, so we pulled out right in front of that guy. I probably would have waited till he passed, but he was on the far left lane. We didn't hit him. The car had a decent gap in front of it, but it's just not something I would have done. All right, and then this from here should be easy getting to the freeway. And unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of traffic, but you won't get to see it because I'm just going to end the recording there in the middle of the drive. But so far, it's handling so good. So getting into the parking garage was successful, and then leaving the parking garage was also successful. The only issue was when I entered the parking garage, it was a matter of which level you wanted to park at, if you had any very specific thing. If this was a casual day and I was just visiting the mall no matter what, like doing whatever, then it didn't matter where I parked. I wasn't hitting a very specific I wouldn't be hitting a very specific destination and needing specifically the second floor or any specific parking lot. But because it's where I work, then yeah, there is a usual parking spot that I would go to. Yeah, hopefully in the future, maybe that's something that they can put second level, or you know how in parking garages there are chargers there, that it would navigate to a charger in the parking garage. I think that'd be interesting. Maybe it does do that already, I don't know. But we'll see. So we're still in the Mad Max driving profile. Okay, a small brake stab. And then here's where it's just a bunch of traffic. So I'll just speed through this. Finally exiting off to the freeway. That took forever. Good thing I wasn't driving. And look, traffic. How fun. I just want to see it merge real quick, and then I'll end the video because I think sitting in traffic is going to be quite boring. All right. Got that red light. It's green. Go. Very good. We'll see this merge. We got an open gap. Everything looks good. And let's move. Bada bing, bada boom. Just how I would have done it too. Okay, that looks good. Oh, we're gonna merge one more. Let's see how this plays out. Through traffic, merge left. Okay, we're gonna merge one more, and then I'll be done. See how well it wants to fit here. Again, we're driving on Mad Max mode, so I don't know how that's gonna play into how it influences how aggressive it wants to merge. Okay, here's a small gap. Cool. Aggressive, I would say. And the guy behind is moving out anyway. We're gonna merge one more. Oh my God. Since I have you guys here, I'm gonna leave it on. Okay, pretty aggressive merging. Merge galore. Okay, hopefully that's the last one. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Okay, thanks for watching. Full day. Okay, one more merge. Oh, okay. All right, ballsy. And now that we're in the far left lane, we should just be able to settle and not be swerving all around because there's no room anyway, I would imagine. But anyway, I'm not gonna keep it too long. Thanks for Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for tuning in. All three of those things at the same time. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.